Okay, our next moment is 8 years later. I want you to think what your character would be in 8 years. You'd be 20 years old. It's a long time, from 12 to 20. A lot happens. In those years, you go to school and learn what you wanted to learn because you guys get to choose whatever you want. And you start to become good at things, become a functioning member of your society. And the older you get, when you look in the mirror, you look at yourself and you realize that you start to look a little bit like your mom or your dad. Now, if you remember, I said earlier that you have a parent, not parents. If you're a male, you had a father. If you're a female, you had a mother. And that's just how it was. Now, it kind of freaks you out how much you look like them, but you kind of forget about it. And the next supply order you get, everybody gets this strange group of supplies. In with your normal food and clothes and things like that is a crib, some diapers, other baby items, some wipes, things like that. And a message is that you are going to be getting a child. If you're a boy, you're going to be receiving a baby boy. If you're a girl, you will be receiving a baby girl. And you will be expected to raise that child. Oh my God, you are freaking out. I mean, becoming a parent is something everybody freaks out about. And this is your chance to freak out. And as you're freaking out, you are freaking out so bad, and you think, and you start looking around, and you paint a room for a nursery, and you get rid of all the sharp objects around, and you're kind of getting really nervous about things, and you open up your backpack that you haven't looked at since you moved in. And one of the things, and I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but your parent insisted when they were trying to tell you about the people, about these two strangers, they had handed you a teddy bear, your teddy bear. And you, at the time, you were 12, and you were like, I don't want my teddy bear. But now you're kind of really happy you have it, because it's a toy you can give to your child. It kind of means something to you. As you start to examine this teddy bear, you realize that this thing is old. Not like 8 years old, not even like 20 years old, but this thing looks like it's 100 years old. It's really threadbare. You never really noticed what bad condition it was when you were a kid, but it's really, really old. And as you're looking at it, you have fond memories. You kind of tear up a little bit thinking about your mom or dad. You notice something strange. Along the back, you always just thought that little seam was where they must have sewed it up. But then you realize you can put your finger in it. And when you put your finger in it, the back pops open. And it's a secret compartment. You open that secret compartment, and there's a small envelope. When you take out the envelope, you look at it. It has your name on it. Carefully open the envelope. There's two things in there, a small stack of pictures and a letter from your parent to you. First, you look at the pictures, and they're really strange because they're all of you. But it doesn't make any sense because they're of you when you're like 15, 16, and how could these be in there? They're also like wearing clothes you never had and hairstyles you never had, but they definitely look just like you. And some of these pictures look really old, like really, really old as this teddy bear. Definitely not your style and not you, and in places that you don't even remember, but they look just like you. It's really strange. You set them aside, and then you open the letter. And here's what it says. Your assignment now is to write the letter. This is a letter from your parent to you. It's on Google Classroom, and you should be able to write this quite easily. Now, the letter can say whatever you want. It can explain what the pictures are. It can give the advice about the Gringle or the strangers, whatever you want. But I want you to really think about staying true to the character and staying true to the situation. You can be as creative as you want. It can just be a letter about how much they love you or miss you, whatever you want. But this is a letter from your parent to you.